All right, welcome back to Ales Up Podcast. This is your host, Jordan, here with Kenny and Zach. We're going to talk a little bit about Olympics and Team USA, some struggles they've had, get into some college football 2025. I know some of us have played it a little bit and enjoying it. Then transition into some other topics and maybe talk a little bit about some degenerate gambling. So
I like to gamble.
I know I said you should do it, but you sound like the most NPR type part. Like that was like
NPC. You mean
NPC?
No, I'm talking about NPR.
NPR.
Like, yes, and
today
this is how I feel about Biden stepping down.
Yeah. I'll be
not a huge fan.
I tried.
I like to coat myself in honey butter. When I'm not at Texas Roadhouse, because if I'm at Texas Roadhouse, all I can think about is cinnamon
and getting jumped.
The honey butter helps with my eczema.
For those of you who don't know, did you hear about that, Zach?
No.
I went to Texas Roadhouse with my family, and there was a massive brawl in the room, and I had to fend them off of my infant children. It was insanity, like a week ago.
About a week ago.
It was insane.
Drop that sound effect. What location was it?
Dixie Highway.
Oh,
I mean, self-explanatory.
Of course. I grew up on Dixie. It's not even a tough area,
it's
really.
Tough out there for 2-year-olds. You gotta
like,
fight for your roles.
It's literally just like it's just a shitty. Like it's not like I wouldn't be like, I wouldn't take I wouldn't take anyone to Dixie Highway, but like at the same time, like it's just fucking like.
Don't hate on Dixie Highway, man.
I grew up my entire life on Dixie Highway.
Some of our listeners are from Dixie, too.
My first place I ever lived in Louisville was the Iroquois Projects. I lived in PRP. I lived in Shively. And I apparently didn't get too far away.
And his grandma owned a strip club.
7th Street, yeah. R.I.P.
Nice.
R.I.P.
But no, seriously, welcome back to the show, or welcome to it if you're a first-time listener. I mean, hopefully you are out of the 15 of y'all that actually do. But we are going to get into a little bit of college football 25 today. Lick my ass. We're going to get into college football 25. We average 30. We're going to get into college football 25 today. We're going to talk about Team USA. We're going to get into a little betting. And then I think I need to walk back a little bit of the beer conversation I had with Jordan last time, but we're gonna save that for a little bit later. In the meantime, Zach, what did you get for us today?
So I gotta say, DuClaw Brewing Company. It is a sour me. Oh yeah. They put it in. They.
My fingers hurt so much from opening beer cans at J-Town Beer Fest.
It is a fruit punch sour ale. Where's this brewed out of, actually? I didn't even look.
DuClaw. Where is DuClaw?
New Jersey.
So we did not stay local.
Jersey.
Not at all.
That was a terrible accent.
I mean, that was a pretty bad accent. I'm just gonna say by the 50th episode, this is episode 6. By the 50th episode, I'm really hoping to at least have taught Jordan how to pour a beer.
I like my beers foamy. Listen, man, it releases the carbonation, which it's easier on your stomach, man.
I feel like right now, like mine has no head whatsoever, which I'm kind of mad at myself.
And I love
Kenny's is perfect. I will say that he apparently does that for a living.
His was almost the same as mine.
Yours was fucking overfilling, and you know it.
It might have been.
Don't lie.
It required 2 pours.
They can't see it, but they know that you're lying.
Listen, I'm glad we're not doing any video podcasting this time. I looked like shit last time.
I deleted it off of YouTube.
It was so cringy.
You can still listen to it audio wise on but until we have the new setup, until we have it set up, like I'm not gonna do any more. I have fixed how to like edit everything, so once we're ready, we're ready. But until I have a new setup downstairs ready, or we can do it on the go with the whatever thing it was. I don't know. Either way, we're also drinking some Weller Antique 107. This is a Cox pick. Cox is an evergreen pick, so
yeah, we know how much Jordan loves Cox,
especially when they're
bricked up.
Yeah. So how bricked are you for Team USA basketball?
Not so bricked. Actually, a little hesitant about Team USA.
We're gonna have to start a rating.
A brick rating.
How bricked Jordan
I do
gets.
like that.
We're like a
idea.
3.2 bricked up right now.
I'm like a 2.4 bricked up for
damn.
I'm at 2.4 inches right now.
for the Team USA.
2.4 inches out of 6 for Team USA.
I feel like
Give him Jordan 6
I-
inches.
yeah.
I feel like Team USA typically doesn't struggle as much as they have this year, so I'm not too hopeful at all. What about you?
I mean, I'm hopeful. Realistically, we have the best players in the world. Like, if you put it on paper, we do. Obviously, you have some scattered through different, but there's not a team like USA. But at the same time, I mean, I've also seen, the redemption team, because like we had to have a redemption team to like go back from like where we have been.
I will say I was semi-chubbed up for Carlik Jones throwing up a triple-double.
I didn't get to watch it, and I really hope at some point he like threw up the L's up.
He's still got a Louisville tattoo on his back. They had a picture of him dapping up LeBron, which is cool. You could see the L like in plain sight.
Let's be honest though, so does Rick Pitino.
He probably got that removed. Let's be honest.
No.
He probably
No,
got that.
it's definitely
thing
still
removed.
there.
It's still there. It's
Think
still
so?
there. Yeah.
But speaking of LeBron, is LeBron on Team USA?
Yes, unfortunately.
Oh, I'm not worried about Team USA then. Gold medal.
You should be more worried.
Gold medal.
Hey, he's not worried.
Not worried.
The best player in the NBA is on.
Derek White.
No. Yep.
I knew that was coming.
I was literally.
that
I
was
wasn't
coming.
even gonna say Tatum. I was literally gonna say Derek White. 100%.
This beer is solid, man. It does not taste sour at all.
No, I will say I thought it was gonna be a little bit more sour, but we'll also get into the rating later on.
Yeah.
Thanks for just jumping
sorry.
ahead, Jordan.
It's really good. Sorry.
Yeah.
How do you think he has so many kids? Just gets right to it.
How many kids do you have?
12.
2 and 14.
That he
months.
knows of.
People get a
Same
little hasty
amount.
about. Yeah. Hey, you do have the same amount, you fucker.
Do the dig. Do the dig.
How spread apart are they?
2 years.
No, don't do that. Do the you know what it is. Do the dig.
What's the dig?
Do the dig.
What's the dig?
How many people have you had kids with?
Ooh, that is a dig. Damn, I didn't even think about it.
That just means I get bitches.
Ooh, that's fair.
I know.
That's a great argument. Actually, I can't even argue with that whatsoever. That was a great fucking argument.
That was a great response.
But I mean, they're gonna do what they do when it comes to Team USA. It's gonna be good or it's gonna be bad.
I don't want it to be bad. You know what I mean?
Sometimes
USA's typically brings that gold home. It's gonna suck if they don't. But
I feel like I'm numb to it. It's like being a Patriot fan.
they're not gonna be as bad as the Patriots are this year, though. So
I'll take that one. But no, Carlik Jones was absolutely amazing. It's nice to see Louisville players, kind of going above and beyond, especially for like their country, and just doing things outside. Going into the, I'd assume TBT. Is that what you were?
yeah.
Montrez,
Stud.
fucking stud,
Dog. They playing right now. I feel like we should put that on.
Are they really?
But that's just me.
I don't know how to put it on, so I haven't been able to watch one single game.
He doesn't even have college football 25.
That's true. He probably doesn't even have fucking cable.
I don't.
I don't have cable. I literally.
I say that, but I don't either have YouTube TV.
I get YouTube TV for 3 months a year. No,
Oh, just for football?
no,
Lacrosse.
Shut the fuck up.
I literally illegally download all of that. So,
Well, now the feds know. Shout out the feds.
just kidding. Just
That should be a
kidding.
T-shirt. Shout out the feds.
Shout out Stream East.
I just. Damn. Get that shit shut down. No, I use a friend's login for that. Usually NBA, the end of college football and the NBA playoffs. I'll keep from from win to win, and I just kind of keep YouTube TV going through that. So
what do y'all think about the Ville? You think we're gonna do all right? I was watching them the other day, and they struggled a little. Halftime they were down, and then, of course, they came out and finished the job. But, I mean, they were playing against Bellarmine United. So, yeah.
Big Bellarmine fan here. So it was a win-win either way.
I think tonight they're playing a team that finished second in the TBT tournament last year. So,
well, I mean, we also, we just hit the number 1 attended game in the TBT tournament.
No, number 4. It was 4th.
Was it 4th?
Yes.
The goal is to outsell those guys in Lexington, though, because in our side of the bracket, if we were to play each other, whoever has the highest attendance records gets the home game.
Oh, well, they got to have Hope and Pope then, right?
We got to get through this game tonight is all I'm saying. So
have you all seen the picture of Calipari? He took a picture with a little girl, so like good, all power to him. But he took a picture with a little girl that had a have Hope and Pope, have Hope with Pope shirt. And it says she's taking a picture with Calipari, and I'm like, that had to have like some type of sting to it. Yeah. Like that's fantastic. This is the only time I would wear Kentucky blue. Speaking of which, Jordan has a truck that is Kentucky blue, so I don't even know if he's a real fan.
It's got a cardinal bird on the back, so give me a break.
Yeah, you also have a young and reckless tattoo.
Let's just let all our discretions against against Jordan.
He also has a tattoo that's like "Live long and prosper" or something like that.
Always strive.
Always strive and prosper.
If you don't know who ASAP is, I feel bad for you. ASAP Rocky, one of the greatest.
Who's a better friend to you, Rocky or Ferg? Or Phil? ASAP Phil is personally a good buddy of mine.
Probably Ferg.
Nah. Ferg is...
ASAP Ferg is...
Ferg was the best.
Yeah. He was one of my
favorite,
for sure.
Shabo, right?
Shout out mental illness.
Oh my god. I feel like I've been waiting on Kenny to look something up for the last minute and a half.
Oh, we're playing Showcase Cancer, if that's what you wanted me to do.
They're a solid team.
I'm currently trying to reset my Hulu password so we can watch the game.
Oh, that's fair.
I like
that's
that.
Fair.
I like that.
That's fair.
While you do that, maybe we talk a little bit about the college football 2025.
All right. And
the video game.
This is where I pull out of the conversation.
Yeah.
Something that neither one of you all do.
This fucking guy without cable or college football video games. So anyways, how is it mounted up to your expectations, Kenny? You have anything to say about it?
Oh, it's the greatest thing that's happened to me in the last 3 months of my life, easily. As somebody with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, this will easily be a top 5 thing for me for at least the next 3 weeks before I give up on it completely, having spent about $250 on it in between getting a used Xbox and then buying the game.
You almost didn't get it. I convinced you, I feel like, a little bit. You almost didn't buy the fucking game.
But see, the way you spoke to me, I know in the first episode I talked about, like, that game was looking at me like the Green Goblin mask was just
oh
like...
my God.
Just
there. Fucking Green Goblin mask.
It was staring into the windows of my soul. And it said...
You didn't want FOMO.
Bitch. So I bought the game.
But you said that though.
But I definitely did say that. But I bought the game, and like I said, for the next 3 weeks, you can catch me outside. How about that? And then after that, I'm not gonna give a shit about the game.
Have you played any online games yet?
I've not.
It is the hardest. I went and I won a national championship with the New Mexico Lobos. I mean, don't ask me how I did it, but I did. And then I was like, you know what? Let me hop on Dynasty Online and see, or not Dynasty Online, I'm sorry, Ultimate Team.
Right.
And it is fucking hard.
I got
raped. I mean, destroyed.
You can't say that.
2 times.
This is going
and I allowed it to happen.
It's going on YouTube. You can't say that.
Straight on YouTube. But it's okay. Just whatever.
Cancel.
So I'll probably get the game whenever Kenny gives up and just sells me his system in this game.
I've won 3 national championships in a row on Heisman. It's getting to the point where it's boring. I'm getting all the 5-star recruits. They don't even know me. I'm just walking in their house like Nick Saban with 17 Hellcats following behind me on the way to each recruit's house. And we're just taking it over. So, and to that point, I think by by the 10-peat, things are going to get a little...
I think you need to hop online.
I think things are going to kind of mild out for me. And
I've never met someone that needs to hop online more to get like mellowed out. Than
Or
this
Road to
man
Glory.
right now.
Yeah.
Road to Glory looks pretty cool too.
You know, I played Road to Glory, and
Did you?
it's kind of lame right now.
What'd you play as?
I'm playing as a 5-star at a 1-star school.
Really?
I
was thinking about doing the opposite.
I am the quarterback of Kennesaw State.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I was thinking about doing a running back at like a 2 or 3-star and just seeing what happens. But it looks fun.
Good luck ever getting any playing time.
Yeah. Quick question, actually, just out of random. Can you, if you do start your character, have we confirmed that you can bring it into Madden? If not, that's something we need to bring back. Cause
I know that they sold the games as a duo, like you could buy the pack.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But
maybe
used to be though, like you could do your 4 years at a college, and you could import your guy into and then because that was fucking fire.
That sounds.
I fucking
badass.
love doing that.
They did confirm that.
They did?
Yep.
Okay, awesome.
All right, so what? I can't ask you this, but what is the worst part of the game, and why is it defense?
That was a dig.
That was
a fucking. He looked me literally, and I'm gonna quote you from just a second ago. He looked me dead in the middle of my soul and said, "He goes, I can't ask you this," and then did like a little pullback while he still looked at me, and then
I stole Kenny's line,
and then looked at you. I was like, "Holy shit, fuck off!"
That was Kenny's line, I will say.
Let me just let you know something, Zach. Playing defense on college football 25 is like Biden in a cognitive test.
Are you playing full games, or are you just playing the moments?
I'm playing the moments.
And
at this point, I'm just doing. I am a liability on defense. I am just letting you know. It's like I'm out there playing defense.
If I'm coverage middle, the middle is where they're going to pass it to.
You don't want me as the middle linebacker in Tampa 2, buddy. I listen, I'm pulling up that play art, and I'm just looking at 2 big areolas, and I don't know what I'm doing. Cover 2 man, and I'm getting burnt.
Every time. I tell you what, another aspect of the game that kind of throws me through a loop is the fact that even when you're playing the moments, the score is outrageous. You score a ton, but the other team scores a ton too. At the end of the game, it's like 70 to 65 or some unrealistic number. It's crazy. So that was one thing that I didn't really like as much either.
That is fair. It's killing me that
as I say again, there's nothing you can really add to this conversation.
Yeah, so. it's killing me that I like. Why would it not come on PC?
Yeah, that's crazy. It was weird how selective they were.
I was about to say, I told Kenny this. I can understand it not coming out. So I have an Xbox One. And I can understand it. And I wish I would have never gotten rid of my PS5. I had a PS5 and literally no games were coming out for it. And I was like, well, fuck.
I'm on Xbox.
They're going for, I bought it for $400. They're going for like $700-800. Might as well sell it, make some money. I'll get one down the road.
Never got one down the road.
And then now, like I just don't have,
What's the score? All right, 8-7. We're down 1.
Wow, Jordan just jumps right into it. Fuck your conversation.
Fuck my conversation.
Just fuck everything you have to say. What's the score over there?
He said you don't even
to all these people that definitely can't see what we're doing right now. What's the score over there?
When Louisville's on, I lose all attention to else. So
really?
Yeah.
Like, seriously?
What do you mean? Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just thought it's kind of weird that you say that. Yeah, you're getting married on a game.
That's so crazy.
Who said my attention was going to be on the marriage?
Oh, I can't wait for that conversation whenever this episode airs.
We'll just edit that out. Just kidding. He's too fucking lazy to edit anything out or buy any Xbox to play.
Does Jordan listen to this?
Sometimes.
Oh, good. I hope this. I'm gonna send it to her.
She'll listen to this one.
I will send this episode to her.
You should just send one section of that marriage.
Little clips.
It's
okay, because that's where we're at in Instagram next. Is we're gonna start posting clips of this, but then it'll be all Jordan interrupting us the entire time.
100%. Oh, what's the score? I mean, I agree though. I don't have the game, so I don't really have much to say about it. But
I will say I will have the game on at the wedding, so
that's not that good of a trade-off. But whatever.
Is that the same as being at the game?
It's not.
No,
it's not at all.
That's crazy.
I'll still see you all at the wedding. Sounds good.
I still have an RSVP. So
my invite got lost.
You haven't gotten an invite yet, goofies. All I sent out was the save the date.
Oh, good. I'm definitely not going.
Zach Bartholomew got to save the date, not me.
Your address.
but
I'll trade you. I'll tell you what. I'll go to your wedding if you go to my birthday.
Ooh.
Deal.
Ooh, that's a verbal contract.
This man schedules his birthday.
I'm an ordained minister.
My parents had me 32 years ago on this date.
I'm an ordained minister.
Just to fuck up my damn honeymoon.
All right, so God.
Hold on, pause real quick. Just one more question. Your birthday, is it on a game day?
It's on a Sunday, so the Raiders play the Steelers that day.
Okay, I was just curious.
Yeah, you won't be there for that either, will you?
We could, even if we went to that
so
game.
You're celebrating it on a Sunday.
Even if
I'm celebrating on a Saturday. We play at Virginia that day, so we're going to watch the game, and then we're going to do birthday festivities.
But even if it was Virginia here, he would still celebrate his birthday at the game.
Yeah.
We can celebrate my wedding at the game.
So I don't see why
we just got married at the game.
I was about to say, I don't see why you're not getting married on the flight deck.
That would be insanity.
That would be so fucking cool.
That would be the coolest wedding.
Why aren't we pitching that?
Oh my God. Because she would never buy that. That would be so crazy.
That's fair. That's fair. So Louisville's getting dusted right now by 6. So I feel like this is a great time to pitch up. If you go to lsup.myspotify.com, you can actually buy any of our merch. I also am thinking about possibly trying to make a shirt that is a long sleeve shirt, and it's basically just Jordan's shitty tattoos on the sleeves.
I fucking love that idea, and I know one guy who will buy it because I've only seen him ever wear long sleeve shirts, and it's Trey Wampler.
I would buy that. Literally, just a young and reckless right there by the elbow, fucking. Oh my God! A little wampa, is that what those are called?
What's a bomb-on?
What's a what?
A bomb-on. Did you ever play Mario?
I did. I get it, but what's the wampas?
I don't fucking know.
Those are the little
guys,
mushroom looking thing. Is that not what's right above it?
That?
Yeah.
That's a fucking pyramid.
It's not gold dust, I'll tell you that much.
15 years ago, that was a pyramid, guys. But at lsup.myspotify.com, you could buy any of our merch. Instagram or Twitter, formerly known as X or something. Twitter. I don't know.
Twitter.
It's Lsup
Never
Podcast.
Call it X.
Just remember, go give us a follow. It's free. It supports the channel. And we can get on to our next thing after my paid promotion.
Yeah.
I paid myself. I gave myself $5 to say.
Yeah, Jordan, you got a few things. What do you like the best?
Did you pay yourself enough to get a new Xbox and college? No? Okay. Next topic. Sorry.
I
I asked my question, but he's just...
What did you ask? Sorry, I was
I know
trying to make a dig.
were,
Everybody's making digs at me. I can't make fucking
if
digs.
more people would buy the merch, maybe I could afford an Xbox.
Yeah.
What was your question?
I was going to say, you bought some merch. What do you like the best?
The hat. The camel hat's definitely the GOAT. Shit goes hard.
What do you like about it? You are a terrible marketing person.
What do I like about it? It has our logo on it.
It has the logo. It has a great feel. Whenever I'm out hunting deer and buttholes, nobody can see me in it. It just looks like the headless. I look like the headless horseman when I'm out there hunting deer. That's how cool that hat is.
What the fuck?
Look at him. He's putting us down.
So you're saying you wouldn't wear it as a camel hat to go hunting?
I would wear it anywhere and anytime.
You know what this is called?
It is a badass hat. Not gonna lie.
Hey Zach, do you know what that's called? That's called backpedaling. He's backpedaling like the cornerback he should have been on Road to Glory in College Football 25.
Can you be a cornerback?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Well, you can be a cornerback. You shouldn't be a quarterback.
That sounds like a boring Road to Glory.
Hey, no.
Well, you don't want to be Deion Sanders?
A white fucking cornerback.
Or Charles Woodson?
Wish I could be Deion Sanders to get paid to produce mediocre product.
Yeah, I don't want to dive too deep in that, but I will agree with that. That was the That would they go like 4-8?
4 wins, bro.
Okay, but how many?
I'm not hating on them. I'm not hating on them.
They won 1 game the prior year. You gotta you have to let somebody get.
Let me preface. Can I make an argument with your argument?
Do you though?
Kenny Payne won 2 fucking games and then won 4. So in the same argument, he doubled and did better.
Fired his ass.
Get that motherfucker out. I will give Deion another year. You're right. You're right. He has plenty of time. I think he'll do great. He's a great recruiter. I just don't know that he's gonna be as great of a coach as everyone is saying. I don't know. I could be wrong.
How
I'm just
upset are you gonna be when they go 7-5 this year?
I hope they do. I love Deion. I just don't think he's going to be.
How mad would you be if your team went 7-5? If Louisville went 7-5 next year, how mad would you?
We have bigger expectations.
If you're a Colorado fan, you wouldn't.
That literally is the same argument though, because they became the head coach in the same exact year.
I can't even finish my thought. How upset are you going to be when they go 7-5 and he gets hired at USC when they fire Lincoln Riley?
I don't think I'd be upset. Like I said, I don't have any issue with Deion, and I think he will be good wherever he goes. But here's the thing.
Unless there's a big conference shift and we get put in the same conference.
Here's the thing.
I don't think so.
Can you look up? You can't look up. Your phone has got our game on it. Can you look up what their recruit composite ranking is? Not just recruit, but recruit and transfer ranking is?
I know they finished top 5 in the transfer portal.
That's my point. My point is they have 2 back-to-back consecutive really good recruiting and transfer ranking, and I just...
What am I looking up? Here, you just take my phone. This motherfucker has a phone right next to him.
I know, and it's charging.
Yeah.
But he gets it. You don't understand technology, so I get that. You're a grandpa.
Motherfucker, you're on 63%.
Oh, we're good now.
Oh my god.
All right.
Zach, do you have anything to plug while he looks this up?
No, actually, I think I plugged everything.
Even your butt?
Yeah. Well, that was plugged way before we started this episode. I'm realistically the only thing I can think about is the merch.
I can see this is why I'm the one that uses the phone, because it would be hard to watch.
It would be so funny.
He's not even
for a long sleeve shirt.
Just Google search Colorado football recruiting rankings. For the love of Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, 6-pound, 5-ounce baby Jesus.
I would like to have a contest where we somehow figure out how to place like the tattoos where on the sleeves. And it's my tattoos versus his tattoos.
Pin the tail on the sleeve. We get big enough.
And then yours is just a white t-shirt.
Yes.
I love that. Yours is a white blouse.
I actually love that. I have good Christian values.
Yeah, I'll bet you do.
Are you ever going to get a tattoo?
Probably not. They're 117th. Fair. That is not a good recruiting class.
Well, I wouldn't think that, though. That's crazy. All we heard about on the offseason was how his transfer rate.
That's their.
Maybe it's just the transfer.
That's their recruiting.
Let me go look at the transfer rate.
That's why U of L is in the same category. We usually recruit anywhere between 45th to 60th for high school recruits, and then we're top 5 for transfers. We have higher expectations than Colorado does.
Colorado.
My only thing with
is in the Big 12.
My only thing with Colorado though,
42 commits, and they're 8th in the transfer ranking overall.
My only thing with Colorado is,
why don't you just click them?
If you overall, click them, they're 22nd.
If I start
that's not bad. That's better than Louisville.
If I start this one more time and I get in,
I'm sorry.
My only problem with Colorado is just the hype that was around. Like, don't throw my phone.
Here's where I just don't understand. My point is Louisville is 38th overall, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What else?
They're 22nd overall. So why would the expectation not be that they have a better year or at least an equivalent year?
So let me ask you a simple football question. Where do you see the majority of your football team contribute from? Is it from your freshmen, or is it from the kids that you develop?
But we're not talking about freshmen. We're talking about transfers.
You're talking about freshmen when you say they have the 22nd ranked recruiting class.
That's overall, including transfers and your freshman class. And to go back, like I said, their transfer class is 8th in the nation.
Now
that's not freshmen.
Go look at Louisville's.
Louisville's is 14th
for transfers.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They have a better transfer class than Louisville, and their expectations are like 7 and 5. Not even. I don't know what their over under is looking like.
But I'm gonna be the devil's advocate and let you know that the ACC is weaker than the Big 12.
And to also side on your argument, we probably are retaining a better class as well. But I'm just saying that 4 wins, if he does 4 wins again, it's just not good enough. You know what I mean? I'm not hating on Dion. I'm just trying to be open and honest about my opinion on where they should be. I mean, with that recruiting and transfer class, they should be at a better spot.
Yeah,
than 4 wins.
What I will
That's
say
just my opinion.
is that team also has the target on its back with all the national pundits that are going on. Thank you, Zach. With all the national pundits that are consistently talking about them, when you have a 4-8 team being talked about by Stephen A. Smith on First Take, it puts a little bit of a target on you to where you do become every team's Super Bowl, whereas Louisville can come in and just play football, as Jeff Brom would famously say.
Let's play football!
And we come in.
I don't think he yelled it that way.
I don't think he said it like that whatsoever.
sorry.
That kind of sounded like Pee Wee Herman and Munster said that at the same time.
I will say that I think if they retain him and he stays at Colorado and they keep the national attention that they've been given the last 2 years, that they'll progressively get better with each season. And, I mean, if I'm a Colorado fan, I would have high hopes, but I mean, if he continues for 4 wins, it's not good enough.
Pull up their schedule right now. Tell me who they're good. Tell me their win loss. Which is interesting
you want me
enough
to tell you
because
what I think they'll win.
Yes, I would love to hear that actually because
Okay.
I want to revisit this later on. And we, and it is nice little segue because for everybody that is listening, we're going to be getting into some NFL over-unders right now. Our favorite over and under win totals for the NFC coming up here in about the next 5 to 10 minutes. Well, maybe longer than that, depending on how long it takes Jordan to search.
It's going to take him for a while. But in the meantime, let's...
Are you starting this game tonight after taking that hit just 6 days ago? Well, let me answer that question by asking you 2 questions. One, is this or is this not the XFL? Yes, it is. 2, do I or do I not currently have a pulse? Yes, I do. Let's play football.
Fucking chills. Boy, let me tell you.
Gets my
that
brick
just
every time. That brick
Callie,
level is like
Callie literally
4.9 out of 5.
Callie knows. Like she'll hear it from up here and I'll be downstairs watching it on the TV. She knows I'm just trying to get in the football mood.
Do you want me to go through
I can't
Colorado's?
fucking wait.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Just name the games. We will all say
All
win
right.
or loss.
Do you want me to start as
Welcome,
the
guys,
lead?
to the L's Up podcast, where we are a Colorado fan.
Listen,
fan
this is just
funded.
driving home our arguments. I mean, it's the off season. We have not much better to do.
I would like to point out the fact too that we will be getting way more into Louisville football, basketball, everything once the season gets through. We're in our dead period right now, where all I'm focused on realistically is NASCAR. I don't know about.
Yeah,
about
I was
you
going to
all,
say,
but-
it's Louisville's off season, so it's our off season too. And in all honesty, it's either we talk about this or I start talking about WWE. So
Please
whatever
no
you guys
WWE.
want to get into. So Jordan, first game, who
All
we
right.
got?
NDSU.
I'm fine with either. But
Who is that?
NDSU, North Dakota State Bisons.
Dub.
I agree. That is a win.
So they're 1-0.
the Colorado Buffs. What about you? Are you agreeing here? What the hell?
I was watching the
TBT.
You're playing North Dakota
I was about to
State.
say.
Oh, we're tied right now.
All of a sudden, it switched to a different game. But go ahead.
North Dakota State. Is that Colorado win or loss?
That's a W for them.
Definitely W. They play Nebraska following that game.
Where?
At Nebraska. I'm going to take Nebraska personally.
You trust Nebraska?
I don't. That's a W for
Okay,
Colorado.
that's a dub for Colorado State. We're outweighing you on that one.
As long as y'all keep this recording for later, we'll come back to it.
Wait, Colorado State or Colorado?
Colorado.
Oh, you just said State.
Well, they're saying
Colorado State's the next game.
Oh, okay.
Colorado State did pull off an upset against Colorado last year.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
I'm pretty sure. Go look it up.
Go look it up. You have the phone. Go tell me that they lost to Colorado in overtime.
Was it?
Mm-hmm. I was in Tin Roof's parking lot watching the game because I'd rather do that than be drinking in Tin Roof.
I knew it was a very close game, but I thought.
Was it? They went to like triple overtime, so it kind of was close.
Let's look it up.
Yeah, let's.
You're
look
right.
it up.
You're right. I was wrong. Anyways, I was gonna take Colorado on that.
I'm taking Colorado State.
What about you? Are you seriously?
Yeah, I'm taking Colorado State in that game.
Yeah, Colorado State.
Y'all are nutty.
You were taking Nebraska,
Weren't you just arguing that Colorado was overrated?
and you got them.
I still think they beat Colorado State.
Okay.
I do think they're overrated.
Okay.
All right, Baylor.
You got to tell us where it's at. That does play a huge part.
Baylor at Colorado.
Colorado's winning.
I'm taking Colorado as well.
Okay.
Same.
UCF. I'm taking UCF. It's at UCF.
Okay, thank you for telling me where it's at.
I'm taking
UCF is
UCF
going to win that game.
all day.
So what's that put us at right now? 4-1, 4-2, 3-2, 3-2. I can do
3-2
math.
for me. I don't know about what you all had a differing opinion, but anyways, the next game is Colorado State. It's at Colorado, or it's at.
That was 3 weeks ago.
Whoa, it's Kansas State at Colorado. I'm sorry. I'm gonna take Colorado on that one.
Where's it at?
At Colorado.
I'm going to take the over-under. Jordan might be a little intoxicated.
Yeah, I am too. Because they play Colorado State twice this year.
Kansas
Hey,
State.
don't you play everyone in your division twice?
Shut up.
I'll give Colorado that game. So that's 4-2.
Did you take one?
Yeah, 4-2.
All right, at Arizona.
That's a loss.
Yeah.
I'll take Arizona as well.
You know who played at Arizona?
Huh?
I said, do you know who played at Arizona?
Mike Bibby.
Mike Bibby.
Not who I was going to go with, but yeah, sure, go ahead. I'm going with Mike Bibby now.
They play Cincinnati.
If you say that's a fucking win for Cincinnati, I will.
You think I'll ever take Scott Satterfield over anybody?
Hey.
Fuck that.
I got a Cincinnati shirt in that.
We should burn it on video.
So they're 4-3. They're beating Cincinnati. That's 5-3.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite shirts.
What's next?
At Texas Tech.
That's a loss.
Yeah, I believe so.
5-4.
Yep. Then Utah at home.
That's a loss.
Also
5-5.
At Kansas.
That's a win.
I'm taking a loss again.
At
they
Kansas?
Yeah. No, it is at Kansas. Yeah. I think they lose out once they hit Texas Tech, personally.
Kansas at home?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Kansas. If it was at Colorado, I would go with Colorado.
Oh, because Kansas has such a huge home field advantage in football.
And then we're taking Oklahoma State.
Still, though.
Oklahoma State at Colorado. I'm taking Oklahoma State.
Nah, because you can't guarantee that any of the people playing for Oklahoma State are actually going to not have a DUI by then. That's the end of the year.
I thought that was a Georgia thing.
I was literally just about to say. Oh,
It's both. But Mike Gundy might have 3 or 4 beers before game time. So I'm taking the Colorado Buffaloes, and that puts us at what, 7-5? Like I said, 7-5. Colorado, he wins that game, wins the bowl game, goes 8-5, and then he's your next USC head coach.
I think I only had him winning 5 games. So no, a 5-7 win or a 5-7 season would not be sufficient enough for me to warrant keeping him around.
Now I want Colorado to win. I'm a Colorado fan now.
You sound like
Thank you for opening
all
up
the
that
media.
sleeper cell. I'm a Colorado fan now.
Colorado. Colorado.
Colorado.
You got it in Colorado.
You know, but since we're in this little betting mood, Jordan, don't you have a segment that you want to start about betting or something about being a degenerate, something or whatever?
Nah, he's just a degenerate.
Haha, Degeneration X.
All right. Yeah, let's talk a little bit about some bets. I know we were going to talk about over and unders for the NFL. I think our topic at hand was going to be NFC. I would like to start, though, with my personal bet for the week, or I guess for the night. Hopefully this podcast gets posted before these games start. But I do have a bet that I'd like to...
How long is it going to take you to find it?
I'm right here.
Oh, you had it ready.
Yeah.
You had that ready to go.
It's coming up in just a little bit. So right now, just listen to some Motown classics.
Yeah, if Jordan isn't like all the way up on the microphone, he sounds like an NPR host.
Oh, he's either...
You got to let him deep throat the microphone.
All right.
I was about to say, he's either an NPR or he's literally the perfect WWE candidate. Where he's just yelling into the mic.
All right, for
Listen here, brother.
For my bets for this evening, I've got Brent Rooker for the A's over 0.5 hits, and Teoscar Hernandez over 0.5 hits for the Dodgers.
Whose betting websites you get this off of? Because there's no way you knew who that guy on the Oakland A's was.
Don't worry about that. I got my sources, baby. And then also I have a 2-pick parlay for home runs. $10 pays $185. Cal Riley home run over 0.5, and Shohei Ohtani over 0.5.
He actually thought it was Cal Ripken Jr. Just to clarify, so he doesn't know if
Okay, but run that back one more time.
Do you want the hits or the both?
I want it all so I can make some money tonight.
Okay, Brent Rooker over 0.5 hits.
Who the fuck is that?
An Oakland A's player. And then the
hold on.
Teoscar Hernandez 0.5 hits parlayed those together.
Tell me more about the Oakland A's player.
Yeah, if there's one thing about Jordan, he's going to get his take off before you even ask any questions.
No, 100%. But tell me more about the Oakland A's player.
Without looking
him up.
He's got a 90% hit rate for over 0.5 hits for the last 10 games.
What's he batting right now? Without looking
All
at
I know
your
is
phone.
betting, not batting, baby. And betting wise, he's hit that bet 90% of the last 10 games, so that's all that matters to me. And so Brent Rooker over a half a hit, and Teoscar Hernandez over a half a hit, who also, I don't know if you watched the Home Run Derby, but he was in it, and he did pretty well.
I feel like we have to be like the disclaimer where it's like, those people are like, this is not legal advice. It's like, this is...
He is not a financial advisor.
He is not a handicapper.
Yeah.
Do with that information as you will. Go ahead and plug that in. Let me know what you win tonight.
I'd rather follow
I'm going to
Vegas
plug it in real
Dave.
quick for you and see. I had the home run already plugged in, and I didn't plug this one.
I'd rather follow Vegas Dave. So
I gave him $100 and I never did get any picks.
$100 ain't gonna get you picks, you know.
He told me if it lost, he'd give me my money back plus some.
What a wild time in sports betting. I'm just saying.
Well, Jordan, while you're looking that up, Zach, and I guess this goes for everybody in the room, and I feel it God bless your hearts if you cheer for any team in the NFC, but I could give 5 fucks about half of y'all.
I give 6 fucks.
Jordan done already fucked somebody before he can give one.
For the Brent Rooker and Teoscar Hernandez hit parlay, it's only plus 143. That's more of a double down your money. So I mean, you put 100 on it, it's gonna pay 243.
Yeah, guys, this is free money.
Just saying,
it's free money.
You're printing money.
And if you bet and don't win,
don't come looking for me.
Jordan will pay you back.
Yeah, but like I was saying about
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
But like I was saying about the NFC, for the 13th time I've tried to start this conversation. Zach, you got predictions for the NFC, or Jordan, would you like to share who you like so that I can bet against it?
I'll start talking, and then Jordan's going to just interrupt me, so I'll let him go first.
Okay, that's fair. I like that. You should just go by division. I think we should go by division. Pick who you think is going to win each division, and then I think the audience would love to know, so that they can make some more money, is give us your favorite over and under for win totals.
Bro, we literally...
Shut up. Why you always hate? God damn. Let a motherfucker live up in this bitch.
Because we told you how to look it up earlier.
I couldn't find it.
Now you're stealing Kenny's
I
phone.
couldn't find
You type
it.
NFC. It's 3 letters.
I thought we were just gonna say the who we had under and over. I didn't know we were already jumping into the. Anyway, shut up.
At the rate that we record these,
NFC
we better.
East. I'm gonna take a stunning Commanders to win that division.
To win what division?
The NFC East.
So wait, what are we going?
I thought that's what you just said. Divisions, winner of each division.
Okay, so we're. Oh, goddamn, Jordan. I see why you picked me to moderate this. So we're going for. You're reading this. So for everybody at home, the way that this is set up is it goes NFC West, North, South, and East. Jordan's reading this like it's a manga, and he's going from the very end to the beginning.
Start from the West.
No. You're already in the mood. You've already
let's
made the gutsiest call and said that the Washington Football Club is going to win the NFC East.
Yep, it's happening. And
So I hope that correlates with your over/under.
it doesn't. I wouldn't advise betting that, but that's who I'm taking. The NFC South.
Hold on. Let's
Are we
go.
all going? Okay.
Yeah, let's kind of keep track of something. So
Good
I
Lord.
didn't know we were starting with the West. Nobody said. I thought I was reading them all off.
the NFC East, I'm gonna go with.
Go ahead and say the New York Giants just outdo Jordan.
Do you really think I would ever do
No.
anything with the Giants?
That's your favorite team.
It's my least favorite team, actually. Twice over. I'm gonna go with the favorites, honestly. This is, I think, one of the only ones that I have the favorites going. I'm gonna go with the Eagles. Eagles win the NFC East.
I wasn't trying to be so bland to take the Eagles. I just felt so.
Well, I mean, I guess we're a bland podcast because I'm taking the Eagles as well. You got to think Nick Sirianni's on the hot. So this man is a few years removed from a Super Bowl, and he's already on the hot seat. They've already fired both of their coordinators, and it is a win-now situation in Philly. They don't win this division this year. Nick Sirianni's gone. They might blow up the whole team.
Commanders don't win it. The Giants don't win it. Cowboys get close. They choke in the end. As always, Eagles win the East.
Don't say that because then Dak Prescott
You're not
becomes the
gonna like
Raiders
my
quarterback.
Cowboys take later when we get to it.
That's on you, not me.
All right.
All right. So out of complete order, where are we
Yeah,
going
Jordan,
next,
what division we going to next, bud?
Let's hop over to the NFC West.
Okay,
We're just
great.
jumping all around.
Cool.
You act like the listeners at home have this guide in front of them.
Who's your? I
NFC
probably would have
West.
went northeast, southwest.
I like following a compass.
Never eat soggy waffles, but
I love soggy waffles.
But you started with the east, so
You like
Yeah,
blue waffles.
Yeah, you knew what I was going with that. I'm gonna take the 49ers. I mean,
Oh, I know we didn't want to be bland.
I mean,
right? Give me shit for fucking. Give us both shit for fucking picking the Eagles, but god dang.
I like the 49ers personally, but it's just me.
But that's just you and everybody else that's picking this division. The 49ers are taking this.
CMC gets hurt.
Ooh,
Yeah, I'm calling it right now.
the Rams?
No, hold on.
No.
Christian McCaffrey gets hurt. I don't even know if the two top best receivers on the team are even going to play.
Ooh, good point. Ayuk on his way out, and Samuel. They were talking like, did he ever end up with a contract? I know they were acting like he was.
Why is he looking at me?
Sorry, I don't know.
I know
you're a
everything.
football genius,
Are you ready for?
If it makes you feel better, they've already said that Brandon Ayuk is playing whether or not he wants to be traded. So it's either he sits out or he plays, hoping that
whether he
send him
wants to
another
be
team.
traded or not. And you can try to play me, but if I want to be traded, go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
I ain't even fucking running the same route y'all are calling. I'm running the exact opposite route.
Slant. I'm
actually.
running a corner.
Yeah.
Catch me running a
Yeah,
corner.
right. I'm gonna do controversial right now.
Let's hear it.
Seahawks win it.
Oh my god, you gave me
And it-
shit for the Commanders, and you talking about the Seahawks?
Yes. The Seahawks are way better than the Commanders.
That is true.
I guess we'll see.
Let's go by history. Let's go
Tell
by
you what, let's-
by current roster.
No,
And
can we
I will
do a friendly bet?
go for it.
I think the Commanders have a better record than the Seahawks, and we'll bet $20 on it right here.
$20.
Shakes on it. All right.
And $20 I get to kick you in the nuts.
Actually, you know what? Let's go bigger than that. Let's go bigger. So by the time the NFL season progresses, you should already have your Xbox or PlayStation and your copy of college football. If you win,
once you get tired of it,
if whoever wins, because I don't want to act like I'm leaning towards Zach, although I do think that the Commanders are complete dog shit. Whoever wins owes the other a copy of Madden.
Copy of Madden? Oh, Madden. I was thinking college football. I don't really play Madden, so I don't know how to make that.
we owe you a game. I owe you a game.
Any game?
Of your choice. If you want to prolong that until the next college football, I'll buy you your next college football.
All right, that's fine. Deal.
Handshake has been done.
Good. That's going to bring us into our next segment. We're going to look at each of their.
We didn't even do
I'm
the
just saying.
South
I'm
and
saying
North.
once we're done with this, we're going to take a look at each of their schedules because you all haven't even looked and made that bet, and I love that for you guys. I'm a huge fan of that. I'm
Just
gonna.
balls deep.
Yeah. Yep. Balls deep, like you
I
love
will-
to be.
I will literally take, and I don't care about the Seahawks whatsoever. I don't have any. I will take the Seahawks over any team if the Commanders were playing that same team the next week. So I love this too. So out of complete disarray, which direction would you like to go next?
Let's go to the North.
North? Okay, sounds good.
So just so everybody's following along, right now in the NFC East, 2 of us think the Eagles, 1 thinks the Commanders. In the West, 2 of us agree on the 49ers, and Zach's going out on a flyer with the Seahawks.
I would also like to add too, though, and I understand it's like obviously competition in the division and whatnot. The Commanders are plus 1,000 in their division, and the Seahawks are plus 700 in their division. So,
Who's winning the North, Jordan?
yeah, who's winning the North?
I'm going to take... You're not going to like this one. I'm going to take the Bears.
Duh, Bears.
You're what?
The Bears.
Can I get some logic behind this?
You don't need any. Just have faith.
Hey.
Trust the process. Baby.
Yeah, trust the process. Paint your nails.
I have zero faith in the Packers
Why?
because fuck the Packers.
Because
And
you don't
fuck
like-
Josh Fervin.
That's why. That's why you don't like the Packers. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump in. And Zach, I hope you understand going last. That's okay. But
I'm fine with that.
I'm taking the Packers. And you'll see why here in just a moment why I'm taking the
I
Packers.
wanted to take the
I'm
Lions.
actually taking the Packers.
I wanted to take the Lions,
I love
but-
the Lions.
Yeah, they're...
I do not trust Goff.
Yeah, I still think the Bears finished last.
100%. I would totally pick the Vikings over the Bears any day.
Y'all
of
are
fucking
really going to hate the picks I have after this segment. Because we still got to pick our over-unders in. Oh, my God. All right, NFC South.
So go ahead and take the Panthers.
No, I'm gonna take the Falcons. I like the Falcons. I like the way they're going.
What direction are they going besides 7-9 every year?
They're
Or
going
7
up.
and 10 now. I'm sorry, they're perennial 7 and 10.
I think
Fair.
they could win 9 or 10 games.
Really, they've went 7 and 10 the last 4 years.
It just like I said, trust the process. Y'all are gonna rue the day.
How did that work for Philadelphia?
Me.
How did that work for the 76ers? How did the process work for them?
I'm just saying.
I'm very good.
Listen,
I'm very good at
how
all.
about when we go over the Commanders and the Seahawks schedule? Let's look at the Falcons too. Let's see.
Well, the Falcons get to play the Saints, Bucks, and Panthers twice a year, so it's very hard. Like, when you look at the teams in that division outside of the Panthers, and I hate being that guy, but you look at the other 3 teams, and it's a wash. It's a 50-50 chance to win those games. So if you beat a division opponent twice in a year, you automatically have the best chance of the playoffs. Because
So do you think the Saints or the Bucks?
that is the most mediocre
Win 2 games?
division in the NFL, and that's why I'm taking the Bucks to win.
I'm taking the Bucks as well. I like Mayfield though. I think that
Yep.
I think he's been dealt a very bad hand, and he has a fucking solid ass team around him now, and especially with that division, you have the fucking Falcons who Kirk Cousins is gonna be good for 3 games at the most. a year, and you have the fucking Saints who, before this fucking podcast, I didn't even know who their starting quarterback was, to be 100% honest. Is it? I still actually don't really know. I don't even think they know, realistically, if I'm being 100% honest. And the Carolina Panthers, who their best player was Christian McCaffrey.
3 years
Go
ago.
go ahead and tell me that he's been traded. Go ahead and tell me. Tell me.
He's been traded.
So they have no best player. Out of the whole fucking team, they don't have a fucking best player. So yes, I will say the Tampa Bay Buccaneers win that fucking division a million times over, and they're at plus 310 on FanDuel right now to win their division.
What are the?
You want to talk about fucking easy money?
What are the Falcons?
The Falcons are at minus 120, which means
For good reason.
which means that a lot of people are going to put a lot of money on the fucking Falcons because they don't fucking do any type of background check or fucking research whatsoever. They're going to go, oh, Kirk Cousins. Oh.
Actually, what we need to
Hold
do.
on, pause. Fuck Kirk Cousins. Behind. That guy's
You want to
got
fuck him
character.
behind?
Behind.
From the behind? You want to fuck him from the behind?
But Kirk Cousins touches the ball more. And depending on their schedule, look at how many 1 o'clock games they have versus primetime games. If they have
fair.
more than 4 primetime games, they're going to have a losing record.
Primetime Cousins. All right. Let's take a small break. Well, we will let an ad run or whatever. I have to pee, honestly, so I'm gonna stop it. And
It's just going to be Jordan farting in the microphone.
We're gonna pause it and then go down to who the over unders, the best team that we think. So we'll be
Sweet. Coming up next, our favorite over and unders for the NFC.
All right, we are back after that commercial break. Sorry about that paid sponsor. I actually had to pay it because I just had to pee really bad. So yeah, we're back into it. If you're 50 minutes into our conversation and you're listening, I apologize for that. But we're back. All right, so after that controversial talk that we just had, I would like to know your best over-under on win projections.
Oh, am I leading this off?
Yeah, you
got the hot takes, buddy.
bro.
Sorry,
Yeah, apparently.
I like to
Well, who's
Who's
the Oakland A's player?
Booker?
Booker T.
Booker.
Bro,
Something like that.
fucking 4 home runs, 1 game, Booker T. I'm calling it right now. Win totals. All right. So, are we just doing one team apiece? or-
One team.
One team.
Your favorite over, your favorite under. If you got the betting line for it, even
All right.
better.
NFC only. So, go ahead.
All right, I'm going to start with the Bears over 8.5 wins. I know everyone here hates my guts and my picks.
I think you have to justify these picks.
I just like,
Caleb Williams?
yeah,
That
Caleb
can be
Williams
the-
and-
I wish I wouldn't have said it because I feel like you wouldn't have gotten there.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Like
Who's
you
their
went
wide receivers?
They drafted O'Dunes, and
Yeah, but they also got 2 wide receivers that caught more than 100 passes the previous year.
I just think O'Dunes is going to be that guy. I just
Oh,
feel like
okay.
there's a lot of power.
He's going to be
weaponry.
more of a safety valve than Keenan Allen.
I'm just saying, I think he has a lot of weapons around him, and I think that they can be.
Who's his weapons?
good. Those 2 alone are 2 of the best in the. I think are going to be 2 of the best in the league this year. Personally,
Who's their starting running back?
Mm,
So they're gonna pass every down. Okay. I was just
yeah,
asking
pretty
questions.
much.
Just asking questions. You know.
What's their offensive line look like? Don't they have to block for these
Great.
guys?
Yeah.
more hate.
Nail
for me.
nail polish can only do.
So
get you so
we're
far.
going over 8.5 wins based on a
8.5
rookie quarterback.
8.5 wins. God. Okay.
I'm gonna look up their depth chart just to.
They have DJ Moore as well, just a heads up. They do have weapons at wide receiver that you didn't know about.
Shut up.
We just like to give you shit.
DeAndre Swift. I was trying to figure out who their running back was. So I mean,
I would pick.
that's one of the best Bears offense.
and we
in a long
realize
time.
we realize how trash I think that this team is. I would almost take Washington Commanders over 6.5 wins than the Bears at 8.5.
Then do it.
I'm not going to. Kenny, you want to go ahead?
I'm going to go with the over on Jordan's favorite team in the NFC. Jordan, would you like to tell me who your favorite NFC team is?
Who is it? Let's hear it.
The Green Bay Packers.
Oh, God.
Over 9.5. That's at minus 138 right now. Just taking a look across when you're thinking about degenerate gambling and you want to be smart with your money, if you're looking at a team that consistently makes the playoffs, you can look no further than that team in Wisconsin, home of one of my favorite beers that you're going to hear about in a second. The Green Bay Packers. Over 9.5. Book it however you need to. Jordan Love, for whatever reason, this franchise just gets Hall of Famer after Hall of Famer, and maybe even another potential Hall of Famer in Jordan Love, and you can't bet against that. You can put your money on a rookie as much as you want to, but I'm going to take the proven product of a team that went into the playoffs and beat the shit out of the Dallas Cowboys, and I'm going to bet on them again. That team is winning at least 10 games this year, and that is my favorite over win total in the NFC.
I would like to add something to what you just said and say that the Dallas Cowboys over-under right now is 10.5. And if you pick the over, you're at plus 164. They're under 10.5 wins. It's minus 205 right now. But that's not what I'm going to go with. I personally... so can I do an under?
I'm going to have you start off with your under after you do your over.
So we're both doing an over and an
yes.
under. Okay.
Yeah, so I feel like it'd only be
right.
right for you to do both of them.
All right, so we'll do a snake draft here then. I'm going to go over 7.5 wins for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like I said earlier, I personally like Baker. He's a cocky little son of a bitch. I like him. I liked him at Oklahoma. I thought he was a better possibility for the Browns than Johnny Manziel ever thought he could be. But I will take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers over 7.5 wins. We're at minus 150 right now. My under is going to be for the Saints.
I love that.
You can get the Saints at under 7.5 wins right now for plus 106.
Love it.
Fucking that's an easy money. If I throw
Who's their quarterback?
I don't even think they know. I really I think it's some quarterback, wide receiver, running back combo that sounds fucking great. And on paper, if I wrote that down, it sounds fucking great. But I think their starting quarterback is Taysom Hill, and I don't even think he knows what position he's actually playing. So it is what it is.
I think Taysom Hill could actually win more games than that. But unfortunately, their real starting quarterback is Derek Carr. And if I know Derek Carr, I think I know Derek Carr,
he does.
That is a guaranteed losing season every year except for the anomaly of 2016.
Which gave you all so much hope.
He broke his leg.
Still. But before that, though, it gave you so much hope.
I always have hope. I'm a Raiders fan. It is what it is. Wait till we talk about our AFC predictions, and I'm going to make myself look like an idiot. So you're
at over 6.5 wins.
So your under is the Saints at 7.5.
7.5.
Okay. So, and we didn't get into this earlier, and obviously, what I want to describe to you guys is that we're not allowed to pick the same team twice. And I will say that I was teeter-tottering between these two teams. The Saints was one of them. So because that team is taken, I'm going to have to go with the Los Angeles Rams.
Really?
Under 8.5 wins at plus 118 right now.
It's very funny.
Looking at great money.
It's funny that you say that because those are the two teams I was taking.
Yes.
I wanted to go with the Giants under.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you be surprised if I told you that they are 8-18 over their last 26 games?
I wouldn't be surprised. They've had a pretty abysmal last
And when you take a look at everything in terms of what happened for them last year, a lot of it came together after the bye week that got them back on track, and they were led by Kyron Williams.
vibes.
That is who took over that team, and that was their entire identity for the rest of the year. You have an aging Matt Stafford, and when you just take a look at their schedule,
Matt Stafford
prior
was wasted at.
I think Cooper
At
Kupp
the
and
Lions.
Kyle Williams have some of the better years.
So let me throw this at you, since you're a huge Bears fan now.
Bears.
When you look at their schedule before Week 6, I want you to give me a win-loss total.
Okay.
They play the Detroit Lions Week 1. Is that a win or a loss?
Is it at?
This is at Detroit. I don't care where it's at.
A
Detroit's
loss. I'll
winning
take
that
a
game.
loss. Yeah, Detroit.
Then they play at Arizona.
I think they beat Arizona.
Then they play the 49ers.
At the 49ers? At the 49ers?
They play them at home. It doesn't matter where they play 49ers.
I think
The
they win.
49ers are winning.
I think they
What?
win. Yeah.
At Chicago.
Yeah.
And then they play Green Bay at home.
I think they beat Green Bay.
So you think they're going to be 5-1 going into their bye?
Yeah.
I think you're fucking crazy, and I'm taking the under 8.5.
Can we hear the rest of their schedule?
Absolutely not. I'm just telling you that's where
I
their
just was
schedule
gonna go
develops.
with this.
You could take a look at it right now, but at best, they are 2-3 going into their bye week.
I guess we'll see.
And that's where it's going to lead me to the money. Who is the Oakland A's batter again?
Money.
Can I make my under pick?
No.
After you tell me who the A's batter is.
Rooker.
Rooker. Okay.
Charles Booker.
Booker T.
Charles Booker T.
I'm going with no one's gonna agree with me here. Obviously tonight.
He's gonna go with the Bears.
Bears
He's
over
gonna go
and
with the
under.
Bozo. Hey, you can't lose money if you bet both.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna take the Cowboys under. It was set at 10.5, I believe. Yeah. Cowboys under 10.5.
Why?
So you gave both.
I just
so
hate
you gave both of us shit for picking the Eagles because it was a safe bet, quote unquote.
I didn't give you shit.
And you bet
all gave me shit, and I
you-
rebutted the shit
and you
with
and you
more shit.
But then you bet something that's minus 205.
So, what's the under on Cowboys bet right now? Let's look it up.
10.5, and it's minus 205.
It's minus 205.
Minus
Under?
205.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's a shitty.
That's
bet.
what I was saying.
I'm still taking the under.
Like, I'm
No.
going plus money. Zach's going close to even money.
What about
Why-
the Packers?
why
Or,
are the-
I mean, not the Packers. The Bears. What's the over? What's it pay?
Why don't you tell? Why he's looking that up? Tell me why the Cowboys are going minus 10
Don't
or
have
going.
faith in Dak.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
I went on that whole spill.
Minus 106 for over 8.5 wins for the Bears.
Okay. You combine that, I bet it's not a bad pay.
I mean,
Where's the analysis here?
I'm a huge, and I feel like that Kenny can back this up. I am a huge Patriots fan. Okay. The fact that they're 4.5 wins is their over and under, and their over is minus 150. I don't think there's very good money to be made there, even if they do actually hit that.
I don't think they hit that though. What's the?
Plus 122.
I would take that.
We'll talk about that next episode.
Yeah, we'll talk about.
But
But
my entire situation is, I'm just saying that, like, you have to look at the fact that if you are going to think that they're going to hit it or not hit it, and what's actually going to bring you money.
Yes, we were looking at betting statistics, and we're also looking at analysis. Like, I gave you the first 6 weeks of the Rams schedule, and you're just like, I just feel good about the Bears.
Duh, Bears.
I feel good about them.
They have one of the best receiving
Duh,
corps in
Bears.
the country.
You didn't even know who they were. You just
We
know
just
Rome.
went through 'em.
You just know.
I heard it on ESPN.
And it just
I heard it
solidified
on
the argument.
ESPN.
Cole Kmet too. I mean,
$100 bet only gets you $48.
on which one?
The Cowboys.
The Cowboys.
What
Like,
if you parlay them for $100 bet
With who?
with the
With-
over bet?
With the over for the Bears?
Yeah, the Bears.
So you can't parlay over and under on wins.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that you could not parlay those.
You cannot.
That's how
parlay.
would think
degenerate
you
you
could-
are.
Parlay.
That's
all-
how degenerate.
I'm all about
He
the
just
parlays,
thinks
bro.
he just thinks you could
Why can't
bet
you parlay?
anything. Yeah, why
Why can't you parlay?
can't you
I wanna
parlay?
parlay.
That's fine. We'll stick to the
Parlay
Cowboys.
everything.
Just stick to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I'm
At
not
least
changing
tell us.
my bet.
At least tell us why the
I just
Cowboys
don't,
aren't
like I
winning.
said, I don't have faith in Dak Prescott. Every season he fucking fumbles and chokes and falls apart.
So then why
And
don't
I
you-
think this year's going to be even worse. He's not going to even make the playoffs.
So then why don't you have faith in the Packers who consistently make the playoffs and have one of the best quarterbacks in the
That's more of a
NFL?
biased reason.
Okay.
That's bias. I just
That'd be like me saying like, nah, I don't think the Patriots are very good. They just have a guy who's won 6 Super Bowls, and just like me being a hater. Like next time we record, I'm gonna say some shit about the Chiefs that obviously isn't true, but guess what? I'm gonna say it anyways because I just don't like them.
But I fucking feel it in my heart.
Yes.
But
And
I don't care if it's true or it's not.
Yeah, and guess what? Fuck Patrick Mahomes and
Like-
Travis Kelce.
Like the Giants got lucky twice.
Yes.
3 times actually if you catch 2 catches in one.
also I want to go back to your 6 Super Bowls. It was 7 Super Bowls.
He won the
He won
7th
6.
after he
I was
left
about to say,
New
yeah,
England.
I was
won.
going to say,
Trust me.
Yes.
I'm
I'm fully aware.
That one stung more than any of them.
Yes.
did it?
That one stung more than any of his losses with New England. So I will say that.
No.
Didn't they lose to the Giants?
Twice.
Twice.
It stung pretty bad.
Yeah.
Does he watch sports?
I don't think so. I think once they fizzle out of Louisville sports, I just don't think that he thinks of them as people anymore.
I don't think so
And,
either.
until they switch teams,
Yes.
and then he buys their jersey.
Yes.
Shut up.
And it's going to be crazy because next time we record, we'll find out if he's more of a Baltimore Ravens fan or a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. You never know with him.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. But that is on next episode. We will go through the AFC. We figured all 3 of our favorite teams are AFC teams. Why not wait towards the end? Like I said earlier, we're a Louisville podcast first, but right now we are in our dead period, and until we get some Goodwood sponsorships or something, I don't. Sorry, I had to throw that one out at you.
Listen, this is what I'm going to say. If you all come here for Jordan Waldridge's takes, all you're going to know is that the Bears have a good receiving core that he doesn't
Fade 'em.
know.
Fade 'em.
That he doesn't know. And that the Dallas Cowboys aren't going to win because Dak's not a good quarterback.
Hey, take my
He's
opinions
better-
this-
or don't, but
I would personally. I'm about to make him real mad.
you can't make me mad. Look at me.
If the Patriots had a choice, and there are only 2 choices, or Dak Prescott, or now Russell Wilson, I would take Dak Prescott.
Every day, and that's why he's going to
Every
be the
single
Raiders
fucking
quarterback
day.
next year.
He probably will be, honestly. But actually, I would take Dak Prescott over. Let's start the list. Kenny Pickett
It's a given.
over Russell Wilson. Who's your old?
That's weird. You were really big on Kenny Pickett last year.
I thought he was gonna be good. Golly.
To be
You
fair,
know who else you thought was going to
be
be
fair-
good? The Chicago Bears.
To be fair, after his rookie season, I thought Mac Jones was going to be really good. So I can't really argue with him against him that much. Who's your else third? You all have a third
Justin Fields. I think.
Oh
is
yeah,
gonna be
Justin
the,
Fields.
I think he'll
Literally,
end up starting.
If
before
you
the
put
season.
all the talent out of, and again, I'm saying Russell Wilson now. If you take all the talent from Justin Fields, Kenny Pickett, and Russell Wilson, you put all 3 of them together, I would still pick Dak Prescott.
And Kenny Pickett is on the Eagles now. That tells you something, too.
well,
I'm just saying.
we're gonna see.
I'm just saying.
Matter of time.
Yeah.
I mean,
And-
Kenny Pickett ain't going to see the field.
No, I'm not worried about Kenny Pickett. I'm just talking about our predictions.
And this-
unless Hurt gets hurt. But
And this is what kind of leads me to the fact where, like, I can't respect any take he has on just about anything. And that includes beer. And so I've been told that Jordan wants to talk beer today. So Jordan, just go ahead and lead us off. Or Zach,
to
get me
clarify,
into it.
to clarify, the last episode you said you told him that the Cardinal wasn't as good as he thought it was.
It's not.
And that he only drank like Busch Light or something. I can't remember exactly. We probably should have looked it up. But you told him that he only drank like Coors Banquet or something. I can't remember what it was. But I pushed it towards this episode, and I felt like with the fact that we are a sports podcast and we do beer reviews, we should come up with some form of list of our favorite type of beers. And I don't mean like porter, ale, IPA, like anything like that, like lager. I mean our like favorite type of drinking beers. Because I personally, if I'm chilling out in the garage, or if I'm tailgating, or if it's like a fucking cold wintry night.
No, whoa. Don't jump into it just yet, because I feel like you're going to give up some of your list.
I'm not going to give up my list. I'm just saying that, or if it's a cold wintry night, I like to choose my movies based on what the weather is like, what I'm doing, like whatever.
Do you choose your pornos the same way?
Oh, 100%. 100%. Do you think I'm going to watch a pool cleaner video? Like, MILF fucks the pool cleaner in the winter? Do you think I'm really going to do that? No, I choose everything based on what the weather is, what I'm doing, aka etc.
Yeah, but who would you pick if they played each other? The Harlem Globetrotters or the Milwaukee Bucks?
Milwaukee Bucks every fucking time. My new favorite thing in the world is to make inside jokes with Kenny. And Jordan just looks there fucking puzzled. Like he has no idea what the fuck we're talking about.
Nice.
That is tight. Solid.
Making fun of my text messaging.
No, not at all, actually. I was making fun of the fact that we do that, and then you asked about it the other day, and me and him totally deflected to tell you what exactly that was about.
I don't remember that happening.
But in all seriousness, Jordan, give some background on this topic. Don't just say 12 seconds of words or 2 sentences. Tell me how you feel about beer. Tell me what you love about it. Whatever direction you want to go to, that's the direction I want to be in. So I want you to take us on a journey.
I would like to say this Weller 107 tastes amazing.
Yes.
We're not getting to the point of the beer review just yet, but this 107 is fucking delicious. Antique 107.
Antique 107.
My bad. For the bourbon snobs out there.
On to the beer. We should call it the schmear, because I feel like this has been a complete schmear campaign for Jordan Waldridge. So
yeah, you're not getting elected.
I'm gonna hop right in. Yeah, I mean clearly, I'm gonna hop right into our
Harris
sections.
Waldridge 24.
And so we've devised a few sections or topics of beer that we would like to give our favorites for. You want to start with personal favorite?
Yeah. Now, how many of these, when we go off your list, are going to be Cardinal?
Only one. Fortunately, okay. None of them are replicated on other sections. So that's good.
And how many of them are the Chicago Bears?
The Bears. I don't know their receivers, so I kept them off my list. All right, my personal favorite. I don't know if you've had any beer from.
But wait, when we get into it, so how many categories are we going for, and where? How are we picking these beers?
So we've got 5 sections laid out.
Okay.
Your personal favorite, your tailgate beer or game day beer.
I like that.
Yeah. Every day or an all day drinker, something you can sip on all day long if you want to start in the morning. You know what I mean. Your best can design, and your guilty pleasure, and then we also have an honorable mention or 6th man of the year.
A little Lou Will award for beers, huh?
Should. So I'm going to start us off. Personal favorite. I don't know if you've heard of a little brewery called Saugatuck Brewery. It is in Michigan, I believe. But they do a blueberry maple stout. It is my all-time favorite beer. It is a very solid beer. It reminds me of blueberry pancakes. I don't know if you like stouts or not, but it's a very good beer. So that's my personal favorite.
Zach, go ahead and tell me your personal favorite, just so I can judge you all from afar.
So
I'm just surprised they didn't knew the Saugatuck was a place in Michigan.
So my favorite beer.
I don't beer.
So my favorite beer right now is I'm gonna say a combination, just for the simple fact that if you go to a place in Louisville, they have both of them on tap.
Miller Lite.
And no, or you're getting way too far ahead. It's a Country Boy. They have the Country Boy. It is a orange like cream cider. And if you mix half of that and half of their Country Boy lager, it is possibly the best tasting beer I've ever tasted in my life.
How much did they pay you to say this?
A little concoction.
Zero.
Here.
Oh.
Zero.
They should. Country Boy, you're listening. You got a fan.
I mean, 100%.
Have you been to their brewery?
I've not.
It's pretty rad.
I have not.
Sick.
Or
You
whatever.
have to go to Lexington to do it, though, and I don't know. If
Yeah.
you
Or
wanna do
Georgetown.
that.
Georgetown also has one, but
Yeah, I'm not doing that. So,
Well, they do have one in Louisville, but I'm saying the main.
Do they really?
The main brewery. Yeah, it's in the Omni. The main brewery is in Lexington.
yeah. I can't remember what the place I went to was called. It's out by the botanical gardens out in like Crestwood. Yeah, I can't remember. There's like a little place. I cannot remember for the life of me what it's called, but
You'll remember next episode. We'll bring it back up.
yeah, it's actually a brewery of their own, but they have like guest taps, and that was one of their guest taps. The fucking, if you mix half and half, if you do just the Country Boy cider, it's a little bit too sweet.
soak it in cider.
But
Or did they mix it or did you mix it?
well, I asked to taste it, and the bartender said that a lot of times, if it's too sweet, he will mix it with the lager. So
I'll have to try that.
I took his heads up. Also, another one of the places that I'm sure we could probably do a live recording, because their outdoor patio on the back is so fucking huge and so beautiful. I totally think we should do that at some point. But Kenny, go ahead.
Well, first I want to give you guys a little update. The Ville is up 50-49, heading towards the end of the third quarter right now.
Oh, it's got to go to
So
a certain
it's-
score too.
It's getting pretty tight.
What's
And
the target score?
I have no idea
79,
what the target score is right now. But speaking of tight, let me tell you my favorite beer. And I had to go on Untappd for this one just to verify that it was my highest rated beer. But I personally love Lagunitas Willetized. My favorite beer of all time. And I say that because you can get a 4-pack of those boys for the same price as one Bourbon County Stout from Goose Island. And in terms of value for the type of stout that it is, delicious coffee stout, finished in the Willett family estate 4-year rye. It's absolutely orgasmic is the way I would describe it. Every sip leaves me wanting more, like that next swipe on Tinder.
I was thinking
That's how Willetized is to me.
next football game with Jeff Brom leading us to 12-0 season. Sorry, I'm Fantasyland.
Fucking bricked up.
That sounds as delicious as possibly your next take. So what is our next section?
Tailgate beer, game day beer.
Now is this just football?
This
This
is-
is football season, strictly football, right?
I mean, I don't tailgate for any other games. Personally, I mean,
I'd tailgate for my son's t-ball games
Oh, okay.
if I wanted to.
alright. My kids aren't in
I don't even
or
go
got
to.
sports just yet.
I don't even go to his son's baseball games. I still tailgate for him. I just drink at home. But
I'm
if
gonna get
someone asks me why I'm drinking,
Absolutely
it's
crucified for this.
Kenny the
opinion,
third
but
has
my,
a game.
my tailgate beer is
They won their league this year.
Let's go. Round of applause for KG3. KG3 doing what his dad couldn't do.
Yes. Win.
Fucking win. He's gonna grow up to be a Raiders fan. So.
This is the best years of his life.
With every power in my being, I would love to turn Kenny's son into a Patriot.
Oh man.
I'd kill myself. But go ahead. Tell
Go
me
on.
your favorite beer to tailgate with.
Go.
Now that I've already put my suicidal
Hold
thoughts
on.
in your
Let's
mind.
go. Let's go on 3. Okay, I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1,
And we're
go.
all gonna say?
And then no, me and you are gonna say because I feel like
It's gonna be the
All right,
same
you ready?
beer.
You're right. I'm not. This isn't my pick. I'm guessing for you. Okay.
We can all guess it. He
So,
can
hold
guess
on,
it.
hold on.
My
Let's
fiance
go,
can
let's
guess
go.
it, and she probably even
Let's
knows
go. 3, 2, 1.
Cardinal.
I know it sounds cliche, but I mean, what better way to support your program than to?
Terrible beer.
I'm not. It could taste like shit in a can. If it puts money in U of L's pocket and that gets us one more recruit, I'm all for it.
I'll agree with you on
If
that.
that makes me a shitty beer drinker, then fuck it, I'll be a shitty beer drinker.
I'll agree with you on that aspect of it.
It's not a bad beer either, despite Kenny's apprehension. I don't really.
It's not as
understand
good
it.
as I thought it was gonna be.
It's not bad though. It's a decent beer. It's a good beer that you can drink on a game day. So
You
what's
just wait.
yours?
You just wait to taste the Ales Up Podcast X Goodwood beer.
I love where you're headed. I mean, you. That's the thing. Why is you work for Goodwood? We need to start a collab. We could call it
Kenny's just still in the mic.
L1C Ale. Louisville first.
Cardinal Ale.
Yeah, there you
I just wish people could see a look on my
Oh,
face. Okay, so just to go back in time to the last time we recorded. It's just a blonde ale. There's nothing special.
There is something special about it, and it's not the taste. It's the fact that we're putting money.
2
into
cents per can goes to a recruit.
Did that can help us get Terrence Edwards?
I don't know.
No,
You know, I mean,
I think
Did it help us get Chucky Hepburn?
I think it helped us get Brian Bowen. No, so
Oh, hell yeah. Well,
too far.
probably helped us get Katina Powell.
it's going to get us Katina Powell if I drink enough of them.
You damn right.
Now, let me say this.
Her or her daughter.
I will drink them at the games.
I'll drink them at the game.
I will drink them at the games. I love to give Jordan shit. But I'm just saying that if I have my buying decision to make, when I'm looking at Michelob Ultra, Bud Light, etc., at a football game, and you're going to offer me an NIL beer that's going to help us out, I will buy that beer.
See, I fuck my, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I fucked myself because I didn't want to pay, because there's a premium price. Like if I walk up in it during a game and buy a Miller Lite versus a Cardinal Ale or Cardinal is going to be more expensive. And I do appreciate where the money goes to and everything, but at the same time, if I'm drinking fucking 10 beers from kickoff to the end, I'm sorry. This fucking this
So close. 52,
this
51.
you know this podcast don't pay the bills, so I'm going to go for the cheaper amount. I'm going to go for the Miller Lite.
I'm going for the Busch Light at the corner of the stadiums for $4.
You damn right.
Hell yeah.
You damn
Busch
right.
Light, brother.
But what I was trying to say was I fucked myself because I didn't want to try a beer at a premium price, so I bought a 4-pack outside, and I have had it since then on tap, and it's still not much better. It's a good beer, don't get me wrong. I mean, I won't shit talk it the way that Kenny does.
It's super grainy and disgusting.
I won't shit talk it the way that Kenny does. It's a good beer. Like I if someone was like, "Hey, you want this 4-pack?" Yeah, I'll take the 4-pack. But at the same time, like there are better beers that I could personally pick. So I will say that. I like it. It's not crazy though. Kenny's about to fucking go WWE on this bitch.
So let me tell you what the best tailgate beer is, brother. When we are in the months where football season exists and the players are on the field, and the pads are on their shoulders, and the cultures and the coaches are on the sidelines screaming and yelling, "Let's play football." Oh, wait, that's just one coach. That's the best coach in the country.
Best coach in the country.
Jeff Brom
Jeff fucking Brom.
and his brother, Brian Brom.
Best quarterback ever.
Two of the best alumni in Louisville history. You know what I want to drink?
What?
Oktoberfest.
What?
Any Oktoberfest.
What?
Any brewery.
What?
Doesn't matter.
What?
5.5%.
I actually really like that. That was perfect. That was absolutely perfect.
That's why you got to keep going.
What?
Marzen.
What?
Fest beer.
What?
Give it to me.
What?
My throat.
Tell me when to stop.
Guzzle.
What?
Anything Oktoberfest is the greatest tailgate beer of all time. And if I could throw a little plug in,
Plug.
Goodwood's Oktoberfest is hitting the market in the next week.
Pretty damn good. I've had it.
We do not have a sponsorship.
This year's expression is pretty fucking gnarly.
We do not have a sponsorship.
sweet.
Just yet.
Syrupy,
Kenny apparently
malty,
starting to work on it.
delicious.
You know what it makes me want to
What?
do?
Awesome.
What?
Love it.
You know what,
What?
it makes me want to do?
What?
Let's play football! That shit is good, though, I will say.
Now you got to live up to those expectations. What's yours favorite?
You all are gonna hate me.
I already do.
Game day football. Best tailgating beer, in my personal opinion.
Oh God.
So I get off at let's act like we have a 7:00 kickoff, right? I'm supposed to get off at 5. I get off at 3:30. I get home.
What?
And I drink 3 Miller Lights getting ready.
What?
I put 6 in a sack,
What?
and I drink all 6 before I get to the game.
What?
And then my favorite kickoff
What?
beer is
What?
whatever you all have, realistically, because I'm realistically I'm getting there late. Let's be honest. By this time I've already had 10 fucking Miller Lights and whatever someone hands me.
That's the one thing.
The last time I actually went to a game, and I think it was actually not the last game that I went to, but the first time I ever met you, I had, I think, 10 Miller Lights from the time I got off work to the time I got to the stadium. And it was the first time I ever met you, Jordan.
That was an honorable experience.
And immediately, the second I walk up, I am forced with a handle of bourbon.
What?
And we went live on a Facebook group.
What?
And there we go.
I must say, for this section, game day beer, that's a tough one. Because really, in all reality, when you go to game day, you're always with such a broad spectrum of folks, and you always run into other
Agreed.
folks. And so you end up, hammering so many different beers. To be honest, the best game day beer is just fucking beer in general. The one that's given to
I will
you
give you
from
that
your
one.
buddy.
I will give
If
you
you
that
like any beer in your hand, give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Why is that not a thing? Let's start that fucking. But no, yeah, I agree. I'm gonna go Miller Lite for my favorite game day beer.
Hell
It's
yeah.
fucking cheap. It's easy to drink, and I can honestly drink a bunch of them and be out in the hot sun. And that's my major thing with any type of. Now, the later months and the later games maybe a little bit different, but like early games for Louisville football games, you're roasting out there in the fucking crowd. So I like to go light, easy to drink, crisp beers. Yeah. And Miller Lite personally is my top favorite. What is our next topic?
That leads us actually into the everyday, all-day drinker, which kind of...
I have a new one. It used to be Miller Lite. We're gonna
Mine. Are you gonna go?
Yeah,
go ahead.
we're gonna mess up the snake.
That's cool.
Snake a
Go
little
ahead.
bit. Right now, my everyday drinking beer is, and I'm gonna do a twofer because I'm really big into 2 right now.
Domestic and domestic. What?
I know we every single time we do an episode, we do some type of like craft or like local craft beer. But me
love the
personally,
oligarchy.
I fucking love domestic beers. And
I mean, I do too,
Kenny
man.
can go fuck himself.
I love domestic beer too.
But I will say that my two favorite everyday beers right now are Rhinegeist Cincy Light. Fantastic beer. Go fuck yourself, Kenny. And my next one is Braxton Garage Beer. They also have a garage beer with lime. I don't think has enough lime, but I feel like if you got it on tap, which I've never been able to actually experience, but I feel like if you had it on tap, it would have more lime taste. But Braxton Garage Beer and Cincy Light are my two all day, like everyday favorites right now.
All right. I've actually changed mine since we started.
Cardinal.
No. I was going to say...
Cardinal.
No,
It
it
was
wasn't.
Cardinal.
It wasn't actually. It was Coors Light because it's an easy drinker and all day.
Fucking silver bullet.
Listen.
I stand with the silver bullets.
What?
I should keep it that just since Kenny's being an asshole. And this
you
one's a props to him. So fuck that guy, but I'll keep with what I was going to say. The other day we sold some beer, or not sold some beers, handed out some beers at the beer fest in J-Town. I tell you what the best all-day drinker is. Goodwood Louisville Lager. Such a fucking great all-day. If we're not talking about price as a factor, because obviously a big 30 rack of an American lager beer is hard to beat. $15 for 30 beers, it's hard to beat, and it's easy to drink all day. That's why I started with
You can get a
Coors.
36 pack of Miller Lite. Just heads up.
But Goodwood Louisville Lager, if price isn't a factor, and we're just going based off of our flavor profiles, the Louisville Lager is fucking really good. It's a solid all-day beer. Particularly out of a keg.
So now I think I'm going to have to flip this conversation on Zach about being a
friend.
A shitty friend.
Piece of shit.
Because you know what my everyday drinker is?
What's that?
Louisville Lager.
Let's go.
And if I could plug it a little bit, we're about to come out with 12 packs. So if I could have a friend...
You need to come out with 30 packs.
So if I had a friend...
36 packs.
If I had a friend that would quit buying from a brewery in Cincinnati and a brewery further down in Kentucky that's not even owned by them anymore, it's owned by Travis Kelce and eventually Taylor Swift. If I could have a buddy support, it's almost as if like one of us works for one of these breweries and like
the other one works against it.
Yeah, another one works against it because like I feel like one of us, whatever qualms I have against you, you always have a keg of it. You support the beer. You go to the festivals.
Work my fucking...
He earns his beer. You know what Zach does? You know what Zach does? Zach hates me. He's a bad friend.
I fucking love...
Rhinegeist.
I was going to say Taylor Swift, but I love Taylor Swift.
What do you love about Taylor Swift?
I also almost played for the University of Cincinnati.
What the hell do you love
He
about
loves
Taylor
Scott
Swift?
Satterfield.
Love them.
Gross.
I don't know about that, but if I'm being 100% honest, Cincinnati's not bad. It's a good fucking city.
I'm just gonna say if good was not on your
better
guilty
than
pleasure, I'm
Lexington.
gonna come across this table like a spider monkey.
You better go ahead and fucking come on, brother.
All right, on to our next one. Best can design.
Oh, this is a good one.
So, I changed my answer. I started with Busch because of their changing can. And it is a cool can that changes often. But since then, I rethought, and I got to thinking what really hits me in my soul. And any can with poop on
All right,
it.
I'm going to go ahead and interrupt you because you like to do it to me. And and so I'm going to
You know, he's interrupted me the last 13 topics.
I've been trying. Literally on purpose. I've been interrupting you on purpose.
I already know what your favorite is.
I'm gonna steal your original. And I know what you're
I thought you
once
would
you
say Busch
once
too,
you said
so.
poop. I'm gonna steal your original idea. Okay? I'm gonna steal your original idea because Busch has the best cans. And I'm gonna tell you hold on, no. I'm gonna tell you why, okay? Because Busch isn't that good of a beer. Busch or Busch Light is not that good of a beer. But
I don't like what you're saying.
But every single fucking year. Every single fucking year. Who fucking buys a 30-pack just to have their fucking camo cans?
I buy Busch every fucking
guy.
time I get beer.
That's because you like shitty beer. Like, I'm saying, I don't like their beer, and I still buy their fucking beer. Because they have a fucking hunting slash camo can.
You don't like the beer? Why don't I just buy
Not
the beer
really.
and give you a fucking can every year, you jackass?
You just saved me.
Just find somebody that likes the beer.
You just saved me $16 for buying a 30-pack.
You could
every
put
year.
that towards getting an Xbox and see it in college football.
I'll be able to buy it in 10 years. Come on, let's go.
How many H's have to be on the can for you to buy it?
Oh, 2.
Oh,
a lot. A triple.
All right, best can is
three-
brown
three
note.
H's.
They got a poop stain on that fucking thing. It reminds me of Mark Poop. And it makes me chuckle every time I see it. I don't buy it often, but the poop stain gets me. So it
You know who has a better brown ale?
pretty top, bro. Hey, I mean, I'm not talking about any of the contents
about
of the
cans
can.
right now.
Not the contents, but what's on the outside. You put poop on the outside?
You put shit on it, I'm a buyer. I'm a consumer, brother. Put some
why-
poop on it.
That's why you bought that blue truck.
Yep.
Yep.
Why bought a Dodge Ram?
Hell yeah. Assembled in the USA,
What's your
made in
favorite
Japan.
Okay, so both of you guys are wrong, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Tell us.
It's Three Floyd's Zombie Dust.
Well, you could have just said Three
that
Floyds
is a
in
fucking
general,
good.
really, because
Yeah.
all their cans
Yeah.
are pretty bright.
That is true. Their artists, the artistry, whoever it is absolutely fantastic. Sign me up for that. It was a 50-50 thing between Zombie Dust and Gumball Head. Those can designs are fantastic.
Gumball Head's
It's the first thing that
fantastic.
drew me to those beers, and thank God those beers are absolutely fantastic to go along with it. I don't know what's better, the artwork or the beer itself. It's an instant buy every single time you're in the liquor store. You see Three Floyds, just fucking buy the can. It's so
Agreed.
fucking good.
You're not going to get a bad product.
No.
Three
I hear
Floyds is
the,
fantastic.
The brewery, although I don't know if they're open anymore. Somebody told me they closed COVID. I don't know if they reopened, but anyways, the brewery itself has a lot of that art from what I hear on all the walls. So apparently it's a pretty cool place to
Yeah,
go.
so Three Floyds, if you want us out for a Dark Lord's Day, just, kgarlock92@yahoo.com. Just send us the invite.
L's Up Podcast at gmail.com.
L's Up Podcast, what? At Gmail, what.com.
Let's play football.
Anyways, Jordan, how many more beers we got? What we got going
We've
on?
got your guilty pleasure and then your sixth fan of the year.
So guilty pleasure. So what do we define as a guilty pleasure?
Something you get roasted for drinking. And I've got the perfect one.
Okay, one of y'all has to talk and one of y'all has to be quiet.
Okay, Jordan, shut the fuck up. It is basically like a scooter or a big chick.
Okay, so it's like a big chick. It's like taking a big chick home on a scooter.
It's something that you want to ride.
Hell yeah.
You're probably not going to tell your friends about it, though.
I love that. But what if they see me out with it?
You've seen me once or twice out with it, but no. To be fair, at least one of those times I was playing wingman for you, but we're not gonna get into that. We're gonna get into the fact that it's just something that like I'd buy, but if my friends come over, I'm either gonna down them all real quick or try to hide them, and I'm not gonna offer them one of them. I can tell you mine right now.
Go ahead.
Fucking Natty Light. No, I'm never going to offer someone Natty Light and they're going to be like all for it. But to be honest, whenever I was growing up, you could get two 22-ounce Natty Lights for $2.22. So realistically, whenever I was like 17 years old, if I had $5-10, if I could get fucking,
I was getting fucked
if I could get anywhere from 4 to 8 of them bad bitches, they were gonna fuck me up. Maybe throw a shot of Heaven Hill in that mix, and I was toasted.
Have you named one craft beer besides Ryan Guys?
Nah, because I don't fuck with them.
Jordan, I'm sorry. I just want to issue this apology on air so everybody can hear it. You're not as bad as who I thought you were. It's Zach, who I should have been mad about.
We also didn't we didn't get it too into like.
Here comes the schmear.
No, go ahead.
Here comes the beer schmear.
Relist what
my guilty pleasure is anything Bush. Bush Light, Bush Heavy, Bush Apple, Bush Peach.
Redo.
I love drinking it at home. It's a cheap beer that I can buy and not feel bad about spending money on to put in the fridge because it's $15 fucking for a 30 pack.
Re-say what we've gone so far.
Of my
like
beers
not of yours, of the topics.
Personal favorite, tailgate, all day drinker, best can, and now guilty pleasure.
Bro, it's all chillaxed. It's all fucking chillaxed. Every single one of those fucking
We're gonna have to make Zach pick his best craft beer by the end of this.
All right. No, Country Boy was a fucking craft beer, and I picked Rheingeist.
It's Todd.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's not looking great for the boys over here right now for the Ville.
What's your guilty pleasure?
But if we're gonna get into guilty pleasures, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. This is where I kind of crossed the line a little bit, because in my line of work, this is a craft beer, or what I mean by that is, this is a domestic beer dressed up as a craft beer on Halloween. I fucking love Montucky.
I had Montucky the other day. It's actually really good.
I can crush those. Catch me at Melwood every Thursday, crushing these with a whole fried chicken.
Hey,
boy, sign me up for a cold snack.
And when
right the motherfucking now.
I saw the can, I was thinking it's a Kentucky beer, but it's a Montana beer, right?
It is actually not even made there. It's a joke about Montana and Kentucky.
So is it Wyoming?
They're making fun of us.
Where is it from?
Let me tell
Wyoming?
you. I don't think it's from there either. Where is Montucky? It's a Gallo brand now. They just bought them up. Where are they from?
It is a good beer though.
Yeah, we know.
Definitely a good beer. I've had it and it is a solid beer. I didn't know they were making fun of Kentucky.
It's made in Wisconsin. Wisconsin's a terrible
Fuck
state.
that state.
I can't believe I even had the privilege of driving through, or Wisconsin had the privilege of me driving through it.
I was that's how
Did you have it there, or did you?
Absolutely not. I had it in the great Commonwealth of Kentucky.
The only time that he's ever been through the state of Wisconsin was with me, and it was a whole story in itself. I will say that. We stopped at a fucking gas station, and it looked like fucking egg drop soup was on top of the fucking trash can. I still have the picture, but it was an absolute fucking. I still say that trip would have been so fucking much fun with just you or me, just you and just me, me and Keeve, or the three of us in some way, shape, or form. Multiple people ruined that trip for us, but whatever. I will say that. But also, you didn't pick a domestic beer. So I'm going to say...
I did pick one. It's Montucky.
No, that wasn't a domestic beer. This is our last one. Do we have any more on the list?
Yes, honorable mention.
Honorable mention. Okay. And I want this from Kenny to be a fucking domestic beer, or I'm going to... quote unquote from him, jump over this desk like a fucking spider monkey. I want you to pick a domestic beer for your honorable mention. You go now. Miller Lite. He said Miller Lite.
Since we were just talking about the state of Wisconsin, I'm gonna stay there. My honorable mention is one of my favorite beers of all time. But I can't drink it every day because I can't get it in a liquor store whenever I want to. There's a brewery in Wisconsin.
I don't want to hear brewery. I want to hear a fucking domestic beer.
It's called New Glarus.
New Glarus is solid.
Spotted Cow.
Okay, that is his
the goated beer.
That is a very...
That's his honorable mention. We will...
Bring me all of it if you go to Wisconsin. Bring me all of Spotted Cow.
We will...
Bring it to me.
Ask Jordan his honorable mention. I will talk about mine. And Kenny will talk about his favorite domestic.
I love Spotted Cow.
And only Kenny will say favorite domestic. But go ahead, Jordan.
Honorable mention?
Honorable mention.
All right. This is coming from the best brewery in Kentucky, in my opinion. Just my opinion. No dish at Goodwood. Sorry. I love Goodwood. Third Turn produced a stout called Pretty Penny's Peanut Butter Stout, and it is one of my favorite beers of all time. Very sweet. Do you like peanut butter?
Yeah.
It's like eating a spoonful of peanut butter.
If you like,
and it's very nostalgic.
It's like putting a spoonful of peanut butter on your dick and then having a dog lick it off.
It's very nostalgic for me. Growing up,
if you like peanut butter, you should go to the state of Nebraska.
Okay.
Because they do peanut butter burgers, they do peanut butter wings, they do peanut butter beer, they do peanut butter. I literally had to ask whenever I went to Lincoln, Nebraska, what's up with peanut butter? And they were just like, oh, it's just something we do.
They're like, everybody thinks it's corn, but it's peanut butter.
Yeah, they were just like, it's just something we do. And I was like, all right. But my honorable mention is Kenny's going to get slightly mad, but slightly happy about this. It is not a Goodwood beer. It is local. My honorable mention for realistically any of the topics or like I guess categories that we're bringing this beer down to. Sit your ass down. I like Sit Your Ass Down.
It's a solid beer.
And Kenny even gave it a heads like a he was like, oh, that's the best beer. So he can't really say much, but Sit Your Ass Down. And I'm gonna be completely honest. I was going to go with Corona. So fuck off. A Corona with a lime is one of the best beers ever.
I don't know about ever.
No, it is. It is. You will never turn down a Corona.
You're the most consumer I've ever met in my entire life.
Big bet. Don't care. Now, what is your favorite domestic?
Do you have any beers you would turn down that were free?
Oh yeah.
What?
Probably Goodwood beer because he's a bad friend.
Goodwood bourbon barrel ale. Goodwood walnut. No, I'm just kidding.
Before I get into my favorite domestic, I'm going to get into my favorite friends. My favorite friends ranking in this room, if I had to rate the people in this room, it'd be Jordan Waldridge would be my favorite friend. And then I'd leave Zach off that list because he doesn't support his friends.
That's fine. I'm not coming to your birthday. I'm not coming to your wedding. I don't give a fucking shit.
I'll see you there.
I like...
You don't know my favorite domestic? Oh wait, actually, go ahead. No, you had a sentence to finish.
I like what I like. Now that doesn't mean I dislike any fucking beer, but at the same time, like if I'm getting down to it, like a lot of craft beer is seasonal for me. So if we were to break it down from winter, spring, summer, fall,
he drinking Sam Adams.
Hey.
Which is just a domestic beer disguised as a craft beer.
Hey, first off, Sam Adams, 76 is fucking delicious. But no, if I'm literally breaking it down to what?
Oh no!
Oh, we're losing.
They're about to win. It's target score 71 and they have 69.
That's not good.
Nope. Narp.
But no, I mean, realistically, if I'm breaking it down and we're like breaking it down to, I guess, seasonal or craft beers, I'm very picky and choosy. I feel like the list that we came up with are very much all year round kind of like situational beers. I could break down. God damn, you all are ridiculous. This man, fucking Utah Jazz 45 over here.
The Ville, we need to score here. We gotta stop.
I mean, I get it, but we're also
we're recording
right
a
now.
podcast. Continue.
But no, what I'm saying,
we just tied it up. That's why Jordan's going crazy.
I
but
get
continue,
it.
Zach.
But what I'm saying is like, I feel like we could pull up a whole nother list of types of beers that we like. And I would pick more like craft beers.
Would you? Because your entire list was domestic. Do you like domestic violence?
I fucking love it. Shout out Callie.
No. Shout out mental illness.
But no, like
Can you name 3 craft beers that aren't from Kentucky?
that aren't from Kentucky?
That's not
Not local.
DuClaw Sour Me, oh yeah? No, he can't.
No.
This is how it felt whenever I got attacked about the fucking receiving core for the
Chicago Bears.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Don't say a word, Kenny. Can you?
a beer.
Yeah.
I can name a ton of them.
Okay.
How many do you want?
At least 3.
At least 3.
Yeah. Not in the tri-state area.
Oh, now we're out to the tri-state area. So no Ryan
What?
Geist.
No. Well, Ryan Geist was one of mine, and you shit on it. So
I didn't. Who shit on it?
yeah.
I didn't shit on Ryan
No,
Geist.
no.
He shit on
The
Ryan
entire
Geist.
time he was shitting on you, Ryan,
I
me
actually
picking
told-
Ryan Geist, you were shaking your head yes. So.
I actually said a lot of the beers that you talked about that I like. Did I not?
Go ahead though.
Y'all have terrible taste buds.
No Kentucky, Indiana, or Ohio.
No Kentucky beers.
I'll give you
now I'm on the
I'll-
spot. Now I'm
I'll give you Tennessee, and that's how I just felt. So,
All right. Anarchista. I can't name any of their beers, but I know of it. That's in
I
Kentucky.
mean,
though, isn't it?
I can name you fucking.
Where's that, Tennessee? No, it's Tennessee.
I can name you breweries.
Zach almost bought you a beer from a brewery in Tennessee.
Yeah,
You almost. I don't know what.
Yeah.
Southern Grist.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. I've never even heard of them.
Bearded Iris.
I've heard of Bearded Iris.
Yeah, they're from Tennessee.
Anyways,
So we just gave you one.
all right. I've got one from the Czech Republic. Shut up.
Oh, shit.
Um,
Woo! Okay, we're gonna have to pause. Louisville has the ball with the chance to win.
It's a Pilsner. Why can I not think of it?
You're thinking of Pilsner or Kel.
Yeah, Pilsner. Well, you should have let me get it.
he just gave you 2.
Yeah. Continue. What else
I told
do you
the
think?
country it was from and everything.
Name a beer from Yugoslavia.
Oh yeah, I can't do that.
Okay.
South Sudan.
Name one beer from Florida.
From Florida. I go to
Oh,
Florida
tough.
every year. And
Tough.
Yingling. Is that Florida?
Yingling's from Pennsylvania.
Oh, that suck.
How about Cigar
Steamboat.
City?
Steamboat's good.
Yeah, they're from California.
And they're no longer. I know. I'm just.
They
talking
just
out-
got bought. They're
I'm
still
just
operating.
naming beers. He said I could
To
name.
be
beers.
fair, also one of my favorite beers period isn't made anymore. So, and it was a Stone Brewery
Stones.
before they had their West Virginia brewery,
How about DuClaw?
and they were
Hop-Tarts?
only out of San Diego.
It's another beer. There you go.
Are you just naming it because that's what you were talking about in the text about the?
I mean, I
IPA?
knew the beer. I knew it then. I know it now.
Anyways, do you want to know my favorite domestic beer? Since
Yes, I
Jordan
do.
doesn't
Yes, I do.
know any craft
So
breweries.
I know
you
craft
say your
breweries.
last. We are literally at like 2 hours right now.
Good.
So you say your favorite domestic beer. We will get to rating the Sour Me Oh Yeah
Good.
by DuClaw.
And then we're gonna stick around for the TBT final possession. So let me just go ahead and get into my favorite domestic beer while they're reviewing this. The game is tied, 69. Nice. 69. Nice. Target score is 71. So we're gonna get to that. They're reviewing that right now. It should be our ball, hopefully. My favorite domestic beer, Blue Moon.
Huh.
Was
That's
it
actually a
orange?
solid.
With or
Oh, no,
without?
100%.
With or without?
No, with an orange,
orange. You only get
from
it with an
fucking
orange.
tap. Because if you get it in a fucking, if you get it in a bottle or a can, you're a fucking lunatic. I'm coming around to
Hurry up.
follow.
I'm coming.
Come on. I'm coming.
I'm coming. Louisville has the ball. 16 seconds on the shot clock.
No one's even listening.
3. We missed it.
Rebound.
We got the rebound.
Rebound.
He puts it back up, and he missed it again.
No foul.
Trez?
No
Rebound.
foul.
Oh, God. So we're in
God.
transition. Silent Cancer has the ball right now. This is terrible
Podcasting?
podcasting right now
I don't
because
even
you
care
all can't
right
see
now.
this. We're going to stick around for this. If you're sticking around this
I was
long,
about to say,
hell yeah.
You're gonna stick around. Oh, let's
Cards
go,
have the
let's
ball.
go,
Let's go. TBT, the Ville with the ball. Coming down the court. Jordan's bricked up. I can feel his dick on my arm right now.
Bricked it. No, it's mine.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, you can tell it was longer.
Russ Smith. Ball in his hand. Montrez.
Nice.
Up.
And one.
What'd you call it?
And
A foul or?
it's hard to tell without audio.
Go ahead and turn it on.
Oh, it's on them.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. I don't know how well this sounds, so I apologize, but you all are in 2 hours of...
That's your all's fault. We still have a beer to review.
We do. 9 of 16 from the... But he's 100% of missing cases, so...
Dang.
Let's go with bang.
One more.
Come on, come on.
A national champion. He lives for the bright lights. He watched this team a year ago and said, I've got to be part of this event for a moment like this.
Why do we not record actually them all? That's a good question.
Game! Blouses, bitch!
And that's how you
Let's
win a
go.
basketball game.
And that's
Go
also
Cards.
That's also how you end a podcast. So we're gonna get into our sour me. Oh yeah, fruit punch sour ale by DuClaw. We're gonna get into our review, and that's gonna be it. 2 hours. Wow, this is our longest podcast. I would just like to go ahead. And
I actually really like that we had some shit to talk about, even though it was mainly talking shit about Jordan, and then your love of beer. Like my whole theory has changed though. I absolutely cannot stand what beers you like to drink.
about it.
That's disgusting. And speaking of disgusting, I'm not a big fan of this beer.
I'm not.
It-
This was
It
probably
doesn't taste like Kool-Aid.
we've
It
had
does not
we've
taste
we've
like
had.
It doesn't taste like Hawaiian Punch.
This is episode 6, and this is probably my least favorite beer.
It's thin.
It's also
There's not much going on with it.
There's not a lot of sour into it.
I'm just...
Not a lot of
I mean, the can says craft be cherished, rules be damned, and they threw the rule book out on making a good beer. I'm going to give this a 1.5.
It's
And let me preface that with I love most of the beers that DuClaw produces. This is just not it.
I'm gonna throw it at a 2 because I could drink another one, but if you gave this to me and didn't tell me that it was supposed to be a sour, I don't know what I would have thought it was, but I definitely wouldn't have assumed that it was a sour. It doesn't have a lot of sour taste to it, so the fact that it is a fruit punch sour ale is a lot for me. So, Jordan, what do you got?
I don't think it's bad. I will say I do agree that it doesn't taste like a sour and doesn't taste like fruit punch, but it has a certain sweetness about it that is not bad. I was going to rank it probably somewhere in the 2.5, 2.75 realm, but that's just my opinion. So I'll say a 2.5 ranking. Again, the fact that it's illustrating that it's a fruit punch sour definitely detracts from the score because it's not very true of the beer. So
we're basically sitting at a 2, realistically.
Yep.
I mean, like I said, I personally, I just don't feel a lot of sour to it.
I think the reason I gave it a little bit of an elevated score is the drinkability of it. I could drink it without being like it's just not off-putting at all to me. It's drinkable. So
it is, but I don't know. It's tough. I wouldn't buy it again, especially for
yeah.
I think it's $14 for a 4-pack. $14.
You can buy a whole 30 rack of Natty Light for that, huh, bud?
You goddamn right, boy. I don't even care if that was.
Yeah, I'm really glad I brought this OWA over.
We should name this episode the Schmear Me campaign instead of Sour Me. It's a lot of schmearing going around.
Have you even finished your bourbon?
No, he hasn't. I've had like 3 since he's.
We're also at your house where you can go to your bed and lay down. I have to drive.
Do you have to blow into your car before it goes?
I was just going to blow you before.
Oh, hell yeah.
Anyway, so that would be the end of this episode. 2 hours later, if you're still listening, I greatly appreciate every single thing that you do in your life. You can buy merch at myshopify.com.
Actually, you know what? We should reward the people that actually made it this long. Zach, and it reminds me. So, Zach, tell me, you got a buddy who used to, or may still, I have no idea, used to work at Highlands Tap Room, and you all had a secret code. Can you tell me that 2-word code?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Starts with a P. Pussy farts. If you make it this far in the episode and you at one of us saying pussy farts, then we're gonna send you some free merchandise, courtesy of me. I'll send you a free hat.
100%. If you on Instagram or Spotify. Why do I keep fucking saying Spotify?
Instagram, Facebook, X,
anything.
Twitter, Threads, OnlyFans, whatever it is. Just say
L's Up on
there.
Probably not.
L's Up Podcast, lsup.myshopify.com. If you say the word pussy farts, I'm going to do a discount code, actually.
Hell yeah.
So if you use the word pussy farts, we will actually hook you up. So just say it, and we'll bring the house to you, courtesy of Jordan. Yeah, I said to you, not. Anyway, all power to you. All praise the Most High.
Hail Jeff Brom.
Hail Jeff Brom.
Unbelievable.